Josh, let's talk about masculinity. What makes a man masculine? I can tell you it's one main thing. It's this inner strength and balance. Because then emotionally you're balanced, you're strong. There's an excess, you see? There's a centeredness, a groundedness. It has nothing to do with physical strength. Doesn't matter how much gains you got. You know, I was in the gym in Venice Beach when I lived in LA, and Gold's Gym, and you see all these guys, and like that's not masculinity. That's like you're being funny. You know, you think a girl's attracted to that? It doesn't have nothing to do with, that's insecurity also. When we're too obsessed with our body and trying to, build it physically. I mean, look healthy and balanced, yeah. But there's a bunch of people, they look like they're really strong, but yet they'll throw a temper tantrum. Somebody cuts them off, they're ready to kill them. You think that's balanced? Look at Gandhi. Gandhi's the man, 110 pounds. And nobody wants to mess with him. Why? Energetically, he's balanced, he's strong, he's poised. He has knowledge. Somebody wants to fight him, maybe, and he wasn't scared to fight. His whole non-violence thing, that's not because he was scared. It's because God wanted to work through him in that way and express in that way and kind of shake things up and say, look, you don't need to fight violence with violence. Watch how it works. And they drove the Europeans out because it's like the Europeans were sensitive enough. They just couldn't keep hurting people who weren't fighting back. So at some point they're like, okay, you won. Like, we can't fight people who aren't going to fight us. Then he tried that on the Muslims. See, there's duality, and it didn't work. Not on those particular Muslims. Those, there's no, I love all religions. The essence is all pointing to the same source. But as in any religion, you have some who are more darker than others. Christians and Muslims and Sufi. Like every religion is full of higher level beings and lower level. But some of these Muslims, they were a little bit on the dark side, and they actually they said, okay, you're not going to fight back? Great, this is easy. And they would just, they weren't going to, that wasn't going to work on them, on Gandhi. So Gandhi and his crew, they needed to change their tactics, it seemed. At least this is what one of his Hindu followers thought when he shot Gandhi. And because he felt like Gandhi was too fixed in his position of being nonviolent. He's like, bro, this isn't going to work with the Muslims and those particular ones. Okay, don't give me slack. I like the Muslims, so don't let your mind misinterpret what I'm saying. So finally, the Hindu follower killed Gandhi because he felt like if he didn't, Gandhi was going to get more Hindus killed. So we don't know. This is the cosmic game, how things work and everything. But my point is the inner strength Gandhi had. This is what we want. And it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with muscles. And it's not about, look, every human being has masculine and a feminine nature. It's just if we're in a male body, and we're, most of us, we were majoring, you can say, in masculinity and minoring in femininity, if you want to use it in college jargon. So the feminine nature's still there. And we should be in touch with this softer, more vulnerable side. Can't just be like some of the MMAs. Some are cool, but some it's just full on testosterone, ego. I'm gonna tear you up, fight everybody. Anybody that disrespects me, you're done. That type of thing. That's imbalanced. So that's what I'm trying to say. A real man, he can kill somebody if necessary, and at the same time, he can totally, he can cry if necessary also. And he can do it within a minute. Flexibility. You're in touch with both natures. But you're not going to be overly soft. You're not going to cry because, somebody took your parking spot or because somebody called you a retard. Oh, no, not going to be like that. But if some situation you love somebody and something happened, there may be some processing, some tears, because you're smart enough to know you want to process this stuff. Not going to suppress it. I'm alpha male. I don't feel anything. No, it's not like that. That's not balance. Women are attracted to the male inner strength that I'm talking about, because the inner strength will give you emotional stability. Women are attracted to emotional stability. Why? Because they're already a little bit excessively emotional. That's the female nature. And it's necessary. They have to be. And there's great positive things about that also. I'm going to make a video about women too. I'm not going to be just one-sided. So when the male is more stable in his emotions, and you don't cry because he spilled his coffee or get pissed off or things like that so easy, then it's like he's holding space. That's another quality, to be able to hold space, not just for women, anybody, including yourself. To hold space when someone, maybe a female or somebody you're with, they're having an episode. They had some life situation and now they're processing it, and it's looking messy emotionally. He's not judging them. He's not calling them stupid. He understands the female nature. At the same time, this is the paradox, he's holding space, but he's encouraging her to come out of it. You see, this is what she's drawn to. Somehow she wants not to be judged, but at the same time, she wants somebody to be like, okay, you can handle this. You know, you don't need to be so stuck in this emotional state. So this is what a man who's balanced can do. Now, obviously, okay, how do you get this balance? Can't learn this. I'm not gonna sell you some instruction manual, because it's impossible. Now, you can find people who will so-called teach you these things, but somebody's leaving me a message. You can find somebody that will try to teach you these things, but they're not going to last. These things are natural. You can't teach things that are natural. It's impossible. You can teach somebody how to change the oil on a car. Maybe not me, because I don't understand those things. You can go to school and learn how to practice law or be a doctor. Those things don't come natural. Those are things we have to learn. But when it comes to like spirituality or masculinity, if you're a man, or femininity, if you're a woman, you can't learn those things. They're organic. Those programs have already been installed in you. You have to realize these. That's all. They're dormant software that you haven't typed run and pushed enter yet. They have to wake up. So when we share about these things, this will activate this potential in you. Of course, this isn't going to be possible if one is doing PMO. Obviously, you know that. So when we're doing PMO, when we get rid of these habits and attachments and addictions, and we live in a balanced lifestyle and clean diet, and going to bed when we're supposed to, and doing introspection, catching ourselves out when we're too much ego, and bringing our attention back inside, letting these defects of character go. If that's our life and what's most important to us, automatically this balance is going to shine through. You're not even going to be thinking about it. You don't even think about it. It's impossible. It's automatic. It's organic. This is, and somebody be like, hey, can you teach me? Can't teach it. You can just share like what we're sharing here. I forgot. I wrote some things down. I just want to make sure I didn't want to miss anything, but I think I got everything. Usually when I write stuff down, I hit it all anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Physical strength doesn't equal masculinity, and a lot of times it blocks it. The guy becomes, if you're so obsessed with your body and your muscles and all that, that shows us kind of insecurity. To be so self-obsessed with a car that you're driving. It'd be like, because the body's a car, it'd be like if you're so obsessed with a new car that you bought, an actual car, there's something a little weird, right? Like, why is he so attached to that car? It shows something. So you take care of your body, obviously, keep it clean, keep it balanced, you stay fit, but muscles, anything physical doesn't equal masculinity. And this whole alpha male, beta male thing, it doesn't matter. Some people are going to be tend towards a more alpha, Russell Crowe, okay? Some a little more beta, Jim Carrey, for example. But they're both men. They're both expressing their natural tendencies that God, the characteristics that God put in this body to experience. It's not like Russell Crowe's more man than Jim Carrey. You accept your ingredients that you have as a human being. This is what you got to do. You accept that, and you realize who you are beyond that. This is the best thing. You have to go to Spiritual Renaissance, my spiritual channel, to learn about that. You can't learn it though. Remember, I just talk about it, and then it activates these dormant memories in you, in this knowledge that you're already one with, but maybe you can't remember. So I like to simplify things. And like I said, in summary, the main core of masculinity is this inner strength and inner balance. This is the main thing. And then that takes care of everything else. All the other masculine qualities will get amped up if that inner strength is there. How do you get the inner strength? Stop doing the PMO and attachments and addictions as best as you can. We can't just call off everything in one night. But you start working on that. You start cleaning your life up, and you check in with yourself. You know, when you're doing certain things during the day, is this auspicious and good for me, or is it not? And you start making higher decisions for yourself, and then you're going to come into your natural masculine fullness automatically. All right? Let me know how that helped you. I'm going to make a good video next, not to compromise your integrity no matter what. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, see you.